Oh boy, the mail just arrived. I needed a little break from editing a video, and so I decided to film this because I am so excited about it. This is the Platinum Shape of Heart Bluebird. It is the last in a 4-part series. I'm going to unbox this, and then I'm going to show you my entire Platinum collection because I don't know that I've ever shared it with you. It's not too big, but I love my Platinum pens, and I'm so excited for this. Also, we are going to test out this ink. I bought this when I ordered the pen. This was a pre-order. What I love about Platinum pens is that they are cartridge converter, and I'm much more liberal using shimmer inks and such with cartridge converters. So we're going to see how this one looks. This is called Tumultuous Tides, and I think it might be a nice match. So we'll see how that goes. Remove my address and such. Write, create, dream. Platinum 3776, Century fountain pen, shape of heart, Bluebird, limited edition, medium nib. Shout out to all of you who use my link because I purchased this pretty much 100% with affiliate credit from Atlas Stationers. So couldn't have done this without you. Thank you so much. Okay, here we go. I am not much of a box person, so the more minimal, the better for me, truthfully. Platinum is pretty good. Here we go. Instructions, blah, 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 warranty, user's manual. Let's get to this beauty. Ready? Let's slide her off. Ooh, bum, bum, bum. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful. I really love, it's like Tiffany blue, so what girl doesn't love that? And I was really dying to see how, oh wow, this is very matte finish, which I like. And this wasn't like in your face bright blue, even though it's blue, I don't know, I'm really excited about it. Look at how gorgeous. I'm not wearing my reader, so I'm not getting a lot of detail, plus I don't have the light on here. I do love medium nibs from Platinum. I'll show you what I have. This is my 3rd shape of heart. This particular shape of heart has 4 of the heart cutouts. For those of you who may be unfamiliar, see the little breather hole here? How there is a heart punched out. They take that gold punch out and they put it in the finial here in the Shape of Heart series with Swarovski crystals. Now what makes this one unique in the series of Shape of Heart is that they put 4 hearts in here. Typically they put 2. The 4 are supposed to signify the 4-leaf clover, I believe, for good luck. I really love the matte finish here. Let's see how this looks posted. So beautiful. I love that this is a lightweight pen. It's pretty secure on there. It doesn't post too deep, but it doesn't get back heavy. So if you do like to post your pens, I will say my one thing with Platinum pens is I feel that sometimes the 3776 can be a little light without, and it's almost too short, but not quite. But it's a very lightweight pen, and I love their nibs. They are beautiful. And I love the rose gold trim with this pen. Absolutely gorgeous. And it does come with a converter here, which is nice. I will be using that in an ink cartridge, which I probably won't use. And then it comes with some mixable ink. This looks brown. I don't know if I have this. It's really pretty. It's like a sepia. But for today, I mean, that's a color that I would normally use. You guys know me, but today I'm gonna be wild and crazy, and we are gonna try this Tumultuous Tide blue. And let's hope it's a good match. So let's ink this up really quickly, and then I will show you the rest of my Platinum collection. This is some notebook paper that I recently picked up at Muji. I did a video on how wonderful I think their paper is and how underrated. This is the notebook that I would say I use the most, and I think that has really great quality. It's the A5 Slim. This one has a special binder that you purchase separately, which I haven't purchased yet. I do plan on going back to get it, but let's use this paper for today. And I like that you open it up and it just lays flat, and there's a nice little bit of a nice soft feel to the paper. Okay, I'm gonna shake this up because there's a ton of shimmer. Ooh, I think this is gonna be really pretty. I think it's so beautiful for spring as well. It's just enough space in this tiny little bottle to get in there and get some ink. And I do want to get a lot of shimmer for this, hopefully. Yeah, that was a good fill. So what I noticed they do with this particular pen, and they also did it in the cream, the cafe latte, is, oh my God, I made such a mess. Oh my goodness, I'm hopeless. Well, I like the color. What did I do that made such a mess? This part is shinier than the matte finish. I don't want to touch that because now my hands have ink on them, which is nice because I would worry that this portion of the pen would stain. So I think that's why they made this in a little bit of a shiny finish. We see a nice sample of the ink there. It's beautiful. Did anyone else think of Tiffany's when they saw this? I need to sit, so I think the audio is going to sound a little different. I am going to post for now. Oh, I forgot to say. I'm never disappointed with these nibs. They're always so nice. And this is a medium. I always try to write in different font styles when I'm giving a sample. This is absolutely beautiful. You can see all the shimmer is starting to collect. But look at this. So beautiful. I don't know if we can see some of our hearts in there. You can see the little glimmer. It's really so beautiful. I'm so excited. This is a pricey pen. I definitely don't think I would have purchased this with my own money out of pocket just because I have two that I really love. But I'm very grateful that I was able to kind of complete the series for myself. Also, there is one other in the series that I don't plan on getting because these are just fantastic. But let me just show a little bit more of the ink property for you. Hoping to not make a mess again. Tumultuous Tide. It's just beautiful. We'll see how it looks a little darker. All right, I gave this a little bit of time to dry and just cleaned off my hands as best I could. I have not really been huge into shimmer inks lately, but if you're gonna do shimmer, I feel like Ferris Wheel Press does it very well. So what do you think? We love a good matchy-matchy ink. And I've been really favoring more saturated inks lately. I've been annoyed when I write and I'm not seeing my ink really legibly. And that happens sometimes with some of the lighter desaturated neutrals that I tend to go for. But this is stunning, so beautiful. So let's take a look at all of my Platinum pens. So these three here are the Shape of Heart series. So let me hold these up and share them with you. There's also a solid white. There were 4 in the series. The Bluebird is the last in the series. And I actually want to spend some time comparing these two before we go on. And I did put my glasses on, so now I can see a little bit better. So this is definitely rose gold. I feel like this was rose gold too, but it's looking much more yellow here. I love the rose gold with the contrast of the blue. I think it's so beautiful. It does appear, sorry, my hands are all inky now. This almost seems like a little more white, or I don't know if it's just the color that's coming off. Is that the exact same color? I can't tell. But you can see in the body that they are very similar. So why don't we take the caps off? I do have a medium grind on both of these, and my plan is to have a custom grind done on one of my mediums. I do have a custom grind on this, so we'll talk about that one. But here is the latte and the Bluebird side by side. Yeah, these nib colors definitely look different to me. Both medium, both beautiful. Both very lightweight. I think there was some criticism about this feeling cheap. I will say, as I'm feeling this, the Bluebird feels like it's more of a matte finish. This is definitely smoother. I don't know if that's just because I've used it more. I don't think so. Sorry for the banging in the background. You can actually see this does seem a little bit darker when I hold them side by side. I think if you look where the threading is to here, uh-oh, Lumpy's gonna scream. You crazy boy. Oh, you crazy. You just got to witness my crazy cockapoo, how he cries when he is away from something he wants. And currently he wants to be with the installers putting the carpet in my basement. Okay, let's move on to looking at the black one. This one I love so much. This is me in a pen, neutral. I love it so much. Kirk Spear is going to be at the Paper Mouse at the end of April, and I am going to the Chicago Pen Show at the beginning of May. So I believe I will take this and have a custom grind done on this. This one, Jay bought me in 2022. When I first started my fountain pen journey, Jay made a big trip to Japan, and he came back with some iconic pens for me. And this was one of them. So this was my first Shape of Heart. He bought it in a fine nib, which we did intentionally because he also brought back the calico from that very first trip. And I got that in a medium nib. Japanese fine on Platinum is pretty fine. And I liked it, but I did not reach for it very often. And I ended up having a custom grind done by JJ Lax at Stationery Fest. He made it a little bit juicier. I don't think it was technically a cursive italic grind. And I cleaned out all the ink, so there's nothing in there, but it is such a beautiful writer now. I just had this inked up for like over a month, and I just cleaned it out. But this has a custom grind on a fine nib. So those are my three Shape of Heart, which I love. And then this one has a medium nib, and this is the calico in the celluloid. This is so beautiful. The feel of this is just gorgeous. This also came home with Jay from Japan, December of 2022, and this kind of started my love of Platinum. Oh boy. As far as the celluloids go, I would really like to get the pink one. And I think I will be happy with my Platinum collection at that point. I don't really feel like I need any more. I don't really need any more, let's face it, but I would like the pink. This one I ended up getting after Stationery Fest. I was going through a bit of a demonstrator phase, and this is the Nagasawa 3776, and I had to do a special order through them directly. Well, I chose to do a special order with them because I was on the hunt for my favorite gray, Coast Stone Gray by Kobe. This is number 31, I believe. I wanted to get it at Stationery Fest, and it was sold out at their booth and also at Yoseka. It had been sold out for a while. I initially was introduced to this when I got my Pilot Decimo in the gradation. That was also a Nagasawa exclusive. And then at Stationery Fest, they had Strawberry Chocolate Kobe ink, which I also missed out on. So I really desperately wanted these two inks. I really want the Milk Chocolate too, but when I ordered, that was sold out at the time at Nagasawa. So I was already placing an order, and to order this one with the rose gold, it was significantly less expensive than getting it here in the States. So I added this to my order, and I do love this. And of course I got a medium nib. I'm so boring, but let's just see how this writes. By the way, this paper is great. You can see some of the ghosting, but it's wonderful. Pretty sure. Now, I have not used this in a while, and look at that. It just writes with no problem. I'm not sure what ink is in here. This is the Nagasawa. Here we go. So very nice. Yeah, love it. So I have several of these in a medium nib, which seems unnecessary, which is why I'm looking to get a custom grind on my new shape of heart. And then lastly, I don't know that I've ever really done a full-on video with this, but this was another Atlas deal that I got that I used my credit for. Again, forever grateful to people who use my link. Typically when I share my link, you will save 10%. There are some brand exclusions, but I know that Platinum is included in that. And occasionally Atlas will do 20% off affiliate links, and then I get a percentage back as an affiliate, which has just really opened up my collection in a way that I could have never done on my own. So I'm very grateful. This was a Black Friday or a fountain pen day deal. Typically this is on last chance. The way that it works with the affiliate program is if it's on last chance, when you put it into your cart to check out, if you go to use an affiliate code or affiliate credit, it goes back up to full price. Typically last chance items are 50% off. So if you want something last chance on Atlas, you cannot use your affiliate credit unless you want to pay the full price. But on fountain pen day, this was just the price. This was like a flash sale or marked down. So it was priced really affordable relative to the normal price. And this is Platinum's flagship pen. This is the Platinum Izumo. And this was my very first urushi pen. And it's absolutely gorgeous. Again, it is a cartridge converter, which is so easy. I've been appreciating cartridge converter fills lately. And this one is the red. They also had one that you could see just a tiny bit of brown. And they also had one that you could see a tiny bit of green. I think ideally I would have chosen the brown. That one was sold out. But it's so subtle, but this is such a beautiful writer. Also, I should say that I got this in a broad nib, and it's awesome. Not sure what's in here. What I love about urushi pens is they are truly a piece of art and so beautiful. However, they're still very approachable. Like this could be an everyday writer for me. I love it. It's very, very comfortable. This is not anything that you can't even post this. It doesn't post, nor would I want to. I would never want to risk scratching the urushi finish, but it's so beautiful, really super comfortable, and just such an incredible writer. I love it. And this broad nib I will never change. I just think it's so juicy and fun. I think the criticism with this particular pen is that they didn't make it with a larger nib, say something in line with like the M1000 or Montblanc 149. See, it is about the same size as the 3776. It's a slightly different design than the 3776. I feel like this one has a much flatter surface. But yeah, some people wish that the nib was bigger, and I get that. There's also been some criticism that this section here is plastic and not their urushi. That doesn't bother me at all, because for me, you know, I don't want to worry when I dip my nib into ink, and I think that's why they opt for that. Same with the, you know, with the section on these as well. So this is such a juicy writer. I could just keep writing with this. And I feel like this is a great broad nib without feeling like a marker. You know, sometimes broad nibs are just too much for me, and I feel like I could never write with them every day, but I feel like the Izumo I could. So that is it. Let's go over one more time my entire collection. We have the Flagship Platinum Izumo in red, urushi. My new baby. This is the Shape of Heart in Bluebird. And this is the Cafe Latte. Is that even the official name of this? I have so many different coffee pens that I forget what they're called at this point. But I am planning to do a full-on coffee cozy pen ink vibe video soon. my first Shape of Heart. This one's really special because Jay picked that up for me. And I think what I did with this, because he came home with so many pens that trip, I put this aside and I like waited until Valentine's Day, or as close as I could to Valentine's Day of 2023, to ink this up, because he had brought home like a custom 823 and a sailor pen, and he brought home this. So, but this is my Shape of Heart collection. I'm trying to hide the ink on my fingers. And I'm going to get my nails done in about an hour. I'm going to go for a much more neutral color. I never do blue. This was a branch out for me. Here is my Nagasawa pen. Really happy I have this. This one's really pretty. This also, I think they call this one Pink Skeleton or something like that, because it is the rose gold trim. And I do love demonstrators. I feel like I should do a video on all of my demonstrators. And Calico, which is the only one I have from the Celluloid collection. But so beautiful. I love my Platinums. I feel like this brand is quite underrated. I feel like there's always so much discussion around Sailor and Pilot, and Platinum is really fantastic. And you can get into a 3776 with a 14 karat gold nib. That's not like a limited edition like the Shape of Heart or Celluloid, for a really affordable price. They go on sale different places. Codes are good. So if you're debating getting your first 14 karat gold nib, I think that Platinum would be an incredible choice. But that is it. I am so excited. This was a great break from work. And I have to go back, finish my video, get my nails done, and then we are going to broadcast Juicy Broads today too. We are traveling to California this week, so I'm probably going to edit this on the plane and post it sometime soon. Let me know in the comments if you ended up getting the Bluebird, if you splurged for the Bluebird for the final Shape of Heart pen, and what ink are you pairing it with? I think this looks really fantastic with Tumultuous Tides by Ferris Wheel Press. I'm excited for this combo. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to see more from me, and if you enjoyed today's video, and I will be back soon with another one. We love our pens. Talk to you soon.